All right, so we're gonna start with box number 1, and these are just the basic blaster boxes where 2 exclusive Galaxy parallels and 1 number parallel per box. So that's kind of nice. Last year was pretty great with my Topps opening where I pulled that. I think it was out of 25 Rey Mysterio autograph. That was such a great one. Well, it was Typhoon. We pulled a couple. It was pretty exciting. I had pretty good luck with my WWE run last year. It's pretty known that they've kind of dropped the ball with the WWE releases for cards, especially with this card list. There's a lot of people who aren't in WWE. You can tell this set was supposed to come out last year, and things happen, but makes you wonder if that's just on the back burner for them. So you get to 6 packs, so we're gonna go right in. So 36 cards per box, so that's pretty nice. Get this bad boy opened up. All right. So that was in backwards, but that's okay. So we got Rick Steiner, Universe. I don't know anything about this set, so forgive me if I don't know anything special like card-wise about it, but that's kind of nice. So it's a Legends card with Rick Steiner. Next we have Main Event Jey Uso, and I'll be looking at the corners. There's a lot of chrome on there. I don't know if I love that because even the words kind of just fit in. I mean, the Galaxy looks all right. A Rage card. Okay, that looks cool with the kind of storm behind it with Drew McIntyre there. And I'm assuming if they're numbered, they'd be on the front. It just says a Rage card from 2025 Universe. That's a pretty cool looking card though. And then we have shows for specific events. SummerSlam, we got Seth. And they even put freaking Rollins on there. Oh, we have a Joe Gacy. So I just want to show that. So the backs of the cards give a little bit of backstory if it's one of the event cards. So that's pretty nice. So we got a Joe Gacy Universe. Yeah, this might be hard to see on camera, and I apologize. And an Angel. I wonder what they're going to be doing with these boys. Haven't seen them in a little while other than some backstage segments, but there's just a lot of people on these rosters. So many. So I guess that's a way to open it, is actually from the back. So that's interesting. Wow, so we got a Vader in the first one. And again, I don't know if the horizontal ones, they're just a Legends card. I don't know if all Legends will be horizontal, but the Angel wasn't. So Prince Devitt himself, Finn Balor. Oh, that's nice. So Kevin Owens. I guess that's that parallel for that. I don't know if it's numbered, but look at that, the way, that reminds me a lot of a Pokemon Holo Foil. And he swirls on there. That's a pretty nice card. And then we got a Stone Cold card there. I like that. So WrestleMania logo there. I can tell that just, you can kind of see the white on the top. So I don't think these are going to be great cards if you are grading them. Again, whether you are or not. Randy with Money in the Bank, followed by a Tommaso Ciampa, who recently left WWE, who's doing some cool things over in AEW, including quick title. Yeah, you can see that on the corner. That's, I don't know. But I've seen that consistently, that this is just not great quality control over the product, and that's really sad. And again, whether they do that for all product, I don't know. Hopefully the Exalted are perfect. We get a Booker T. So good. All right. Ilya Dragunov is one of my just modern favorites. I think he's so talented and he just fights hard. Ooh, there's our first numbered. And that's a great one. So we've got a ringleader, Kevin Nash. I love the way the foil looks on that. That's actually really nice. So this card looks great. I was about to say, I don't really like the lot of chrome, and 36 out of 99. So we got our first numbered, or possibly only numbered in the box, but I think that's a good one. So ringleader Kevin Nash shows the 6-time. Cool card. I'll take that. And we got a Cowboy Bob Orton with the WrestleMania logo on it. Okay, and we got a Ridge Holland, also no longer in WWE. And a Dexter Loomis. So now we have 2 of the Wyatt 6. Speaking of that, if you haven't seen one of my last videos, we went to Halloween Horror Nights. I know that was in the fall, and it was such a great trip, but they had a horror of the Wyatt 6. So if you're a WWE fan or horror fan, check out that video. Let me know what you think. It was pretty cool. I couldn't film in the house, of course, but they had food, which was really great. All right, so we got D'Lo Brown. We got the Tama Tonga himself, the little gremlin. Love that guy. Ooh, look at that. That's a high number, but that foil looks so good for Dirty Dom. So we got 2 in this. That's out of $3.99, but honestly, I think, nah, that Kevin Nash one looks great. Just side by side, the 2 different foil types, but these look wonderful. The standard cards, not a big fan of. That looks great. You can, a little bit of on the bottom. So again, that looks so good. We got a John Cena card under that. Amazing. So 2 numbered cards in this box. So we're already above average with it, but a John Cena Royal Rumble. I wonder if it's, yeah, it just gives you a little brief description there, just like the others. And a Mankind. I just met Mick at a local convention here in Charleston. It was really cool to see him. We met him and Ric Flair. Also Carlito. So this must have been printed a long time ago. Oh, I know PSA 10 on that anyway. I love Carlito. What a great guy. But it was a cool little run to see him come back and do the stuff with the Judgment Day. I think that was really good on their behalf, and I think he enjoyed it. Oh, talk about a legend. We got a Paul Bearer. So it almost looks like you get one of these legend cards per. And then you got chiseled from stone herself, Jade Cargill. It's going to be, I think, hopefully a good, oh, that's a cool card, WrestleMania match with her. Dazzling debuts. Okay, that's not a bad looking one. It at least has more color. Again, highly reflective. I guess some people like that. I like when certain components are. I think that's when it gets 3-dimensional and really adds to it. So not numbered, but it really kind of shows where someone debuted, and that's, I think that's a really nice card. So that's a cool little insert there. Ooh, Michelle McCool, recently in the Hall of Fame. So legend herself. And another John Cena. Separate one. We got the Money in the Bank John Cena. That's amazing as well. Cool. And Mark Coffey. And it's just so much chrome on these. Let me know what you think. Maybe I'm just being a hater. And I'm sorry if it comes off that way, but it's a lot. Now I'll move to the rest of this in the second box a little quicker. JBL, who does a lot of the AAA commentating, which has been really fun to see. They got Michin, which they haven't called her Maya Yim in a while, so I guess they're sticking with it. Love seeing what she can do. Hopefully they can do a little more. There's another legend, Trish Stratus. Celebrating an anniversary. Maybe she'll do more. And then there we got a WrestleMania Hollywood Hulk Hogan. So that's a cool card there. May he rest in peace. We got Chad Gable. Man, we ain't seen this guy in a long time. I hope he's doing all right. And then a Rey Mysterio as another standard here in the back. Again, I don't know if there's any card trick or anything. But that's cool. So in that first box, we had 2 numbered. We had a debut card, a couple of the event specific, and then that Kevin Owens with the special parallel. I thought that was really nice. But that Dom and Kevin Nash are really great. I'm hoping this box can live up to it. But I'm gonna be honest, I think this is gonna be more of the just 1 card per box kind of thing. There we go. So I don't know if I'll pick up any more of this set. I think I might just wait for Chrome. I was just happy to get my hands on it. I got these actually from WWE Shop themselves. They went on, it looks like the same time some went on Amazon. So it wasn't too difficult to get it. And, you know, I always like getting the hobby boxes, but I think By the time I realized they were on sale, they were already gone. Yeah, that's right. They're like backwards. I don't know why that's throwing me off. Speaking of Nash, we got Diesel. So we got a Diesel and a Kevin Nash. That's the standard legend card. Xavier Woods. What a fun little heel turn. A little bit different, but you know what? It stands out and it's doing well for him. Wow. Look at foreign. Oh, goodness. So that's a little texture there, too. I was wanting to see that. That's pretty nice. It's not a lot of chrome on that. Foreign objects, I'll say. What is the block in it? We gotta love Boogeyman. I love that. Around every Halloween, we get a video of him just pranking some of the superstars. That's a cool little insert. Ultimate Warrior. Event. We got Razor Ramon, who always seems to live on. You always see his moves being utilized. And Nikita Lyons, a highly divisive wrestler, but I think she genuinely has some skills that she just needs to refine. I like her like kickboxing, her Muay Thai style kind of fighting. I think character-wise, that's just something she's got to work on. But I think she's got what it takes. Speaking of who has what it takes, Lash Legend, part of the new Immovable Forces. What a great tag team. This is Damian Priest, speaking of Razor Ramon, kind of like homage. Oh, that's nice. So for the Wesley, kind of like a little colorblind, so I can't tell if it's red or orange, maybe both. Cool. Still too much chrome for me, but I like the color on there. Again, these aren't numbered, but that still looks pretty solid. I'll put that with the Kevin Owens. There's another Damian Priest, but Money in the Bank specific. El Campeon. And then we have an Ultimate Warrior specific event, followed by Sheamus. And he's already pale and reflective, so you put all this chrome around him, that gets a little tough. But the pictures are not bad. I think that those are high quality. So I'm enjoying that. It's just the sheer amount of chrome is kind of eye-watering. So let me know if you've got any big hits from Universe or if you're gonna pick up more. Oh, start here with Axiom. Some good matches lately. He's always such a joy. Speaking of Maxine, just maybe the most improved wrestler from the last 12 months. Especially since she came from nothing. Oh, love that. So we have a star portal for Bailey. Bailey's one of my favorites, so let me see if there's any texture. A little bit. That's a nice card. Again, not numbered or anything, but still very nice. I like the colors on that and makes the little bit of chrome kind of stand on its own. That's a cool insert. And then Charlotte Flair WrestleMania. So these WrestleMania cards are cool. I guess for a binder, they might not look so bad. Tyler Bate. I also wonder where this guy's been. I heard he kind of, that new, one of the Los Americanos kind of wrestles like him. And then we've got the British Bulldog in the back as the same color, I was going to say. Sucks being a little colorblind. I can barely see and tell a difference. 3 packs left. We haven't got a numbered one in this. I know we got 2 in the first, so maybe that makes up for it, but it'd be cool to see if we get one here. Tonga Loa. the X verse for him is always so funny. Calling him like the GOAT, our champion. Zoe Stark. I was there, it was in Greenville when she got hurt, and it was that triple threat, which sucked because she's so talented. So speedy recovery for her. I can't wait to see her back because she really is super talented. Bret the Hitman Hart Survivor Series. Oh, and that is numbered, so I was gonna say that it looks a little different. Out of 399, so similar number to the Dom one, but doesn't look as cool because this whole top half doesn't have any kind of, yeah, there's a lot of whiting at the top. Yeah, the quality control is a little rough on these, but it is numbered, so you get that kind of effect there that the Dom one had, and I'll show you at the end. We got Undertaker himself, SummerSlam. Ooh, one of the best of all time. Eddie Guerrero, Royal Rumble. And then one of my new favorites, Jordan Grace. She's Great. We got the rookie card logo. So really good for her. She's super talented. I can't wait to see. She's definitely going to be a world champ, I think, one day. And I thought they've been doing some cool stuff with her and Jade, but they know they couldn't just give it to her right off the rip. So hopefully she can get something in the future. But yeah, I enjoy Jordan Gray and watching just where she came from. That woman has worked so hard, just as most of them have. But I could always appreciate when you can see the work there. Well, that's all we got in the back. Now we got Alex Shelley, so one of the Motor City Machine Guns. Hopefully they get storyline soon. Ivy Nile, who's always just a beast in the ring. She's so talented as well. Another Mick. We got a Foreign Objects Mick. Yeah, I like the texture on these ones. I think those are pretty nice. Ooh, and a Cody Rhodes in the special foil, so that's nice. I know people love Cody. I mean, I do too. Nothing against them. I think the texture on that's nice. Not numbered. Kind of in the same vein as that Kevin Owens card we pulled. And Mr. Perfect. SummerSlam, followed by Rob Gronkowski. So there's our first non-wrestler, but big fan of wrestling. You always see him kind of involved and always willing to do something. It's been a little while since we've seen him though. Although his teammate Tom Brady said WWE's cute. Come on, man. Well, and talk about the Rhodes, we got the best Rhodes of all time. We got Dusty. Oh, wow. So now we got Pete Rose. That's freaking awesome. So I didn't think they'd have a baseball player in here, but sometimes I forget who's kind of been involved. Like it says here, at 3 consecutive WrestleManias. That's awesome. So we got a Pete Rose card. We got a Kurt Angle. That's cool. I'm glad they always have some of these old school favorites always in. We got Asuka, Money in the Bank. What a great moment. Mr. Back and Forth himself, Andrade, who's so talented. I always wish him the best. And then we're ending on a Scott Steiner. Well, I don't know if you remember, the first card we pulled was his brother, Rick. So we got a Big Papa Pump, Legends, only 1 numbered in this box, but they did say that's the typical amount was 1. So that was the 1 in this box, was the Brett out of 399, so a high number. But look at that Dom. That Dom looks so good. Also out of 399, so a high number, but number 300 even. And I just think the fact that that effect goes over the whole card, it looks amazing. And then this one, just with the colors and the foil effect, the ringleader, Kevin Nash, out of 99, so our lowest one. It's not bad for a couple blaster boxes retail for $24.99. But thank you guys so much for stopping in. I know it's been a while. If there's anything you do want me to open, if you want me to open more Universe, let me know. I'll do it. Watch out for some Chrome coming up, and I'm going to try to get some 30th anniversary Pokemon when that starts rolling out. But thank you again. If you could, leave a like, subscribe, let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.